You've probably often seen in many movies, books, and other works of fiction about the wonders of invisibility. Whether it was the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter, Violet's superpowers from The Incredibles, and the plethora of examples from games, and, of course, The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells, you could say we have a little bit of an obsession with invisibility. But we might not be so far away from that kind of technology in the near future.
Researchers at UC Irvine were inspired by female Dora-toothies opalescent squids to make human cells invisible. These animals have evolved to escape from predators by changing the appearance of a stripe on their mantle from an opaque white color to nearly transparent. The secret behind this invisibility trick lies within reflective cells called leucophores. These cells contain particles called leucosomes that use reflectin proteins to change the way these cells scatter light, creating an iridescent sort of camouflage. Reflectin is a protein responsible for the dynamic pigmentation of cephalopods. By engineering human embryonic kidney cells to express this protein, the researchers were able to change the way these cells scatter light and ultimately change how much they stand out from their surroundings. Since permanent invisibility would present challenges in humans, it is important to consider how the light scattering abilities of these cells may be adjusted. Squid are able to manipulate the optical properties of their cells based on external stimuli, so, with targeted changes to the protein sequence, it should be possible for human cells to do the same. The UC Irvine researchers were able to control the reflectance of the cells by exposing them to different concentrations of sodium chloride. They found that the more sodium chloride that cells were exposed to, the more they scattered light and contrasted with their surroundings. As more becomes known about the gene sequences that control reflectance, scientists will become better equipped to edit the genetic makeup of invisible cells to control their light scattering abilities.
As research progresses, these applications will have the potential to change the medical field. One possible breakthrough is in medical imaging. Take, for example, CT scans that place patients in a scanning ring using X-rays to take cross-sectional images of a person's organs, bones, blood vessels, etc. CT scans are an effective way to diagnose diseases, but it is costly and time-consuming to continuously scan and monitor a patient's condition, and there will always be a risk of side effects due to X-ray exposure. The solution lies in transparent cells. By engineering the patient's skin and other cells to have tunable transparency, healthcare professionals will be able to gain direct insight into a patient's internal medical conditions. Essentially acting as a window into the body, transparent cells would allow doctors to see the ongoing condition inside the body in real time and detect any changes immediately. It would be like watching a live front row basketball game instead of just examining a single snapshot in time. Not only could this technology help doctors diagnose diseases, but it could also enable them to make more accurate judgments before, during, and after treatment or surgery. That being said, there are risks. This research creates the potential for a fully transparent human, a super spy who could turn invisible on command during international espionage missions. Furthermore, the effects of reflecting proteins on human cells are currently unknown and could lead to long-term issues. However, we believe these risks are worth taking.
Imagine being able to constantly monitor a rapidly spreading cancer, or being able to watch the way a person's body moves around a new joint. Imagine watching fetal development, digestion, or respiration with your own eyes. Imagine taking the biomedical innovations that people in this room have developed, and being able to observe how they exist in a body in motion in real time. Invisible cells provide a new method of medical imaging that will aid in diagnosing and monitoring the human body during medical care. Perhaps even more exciting is the greater understanding of the inner workings of the human body that would follow, along with the countless advancements in medical research and technology. As bioengineers bring science fiction to life in the lab, the Invisible Man is no longer just a story. It's slowly becoming a reality. Whether we're using it to wage war or to improve medical imaging, invisible cells hold great potential. As this technology progresses to become cheaper and more efficient, more advanced applications will become possible. By harnessing the power of leucophores, all of these ideas that existed only in our imagination now have the potential to be brought to life.
What would you do if you were invisible?
Maybe walk into buildings I'm not supposed to walk into and see what they look like.
Okay.
I would harmlessly maybe steal something.
Oh.
Go to DeWitt and steal out the apple spice cake.
Okay.
probably do the same. Probably go to Hodge, like steal all the snacks.
Okay. What would you do if you were invisible?
Probably just go a lot of different places that I'm not supposed to be. Just sneak in like
Okay.
go to maybe like events that I have to pay for without paying.
Good idea.
Yeah, honestly, same thing. And I'd probably go on some runs, observe people, you know. If people can't see you, you know, it's a little less awkward.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Boy, I have to think about that. I know this is going to be real quick. I'd probably run around and find out what the lottery number was.
Okay, that's a good
Very
idea.
smart.